That's dope.
Like,
Space Jam's dope.
It's really dope, but it's fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ask Mickey later, actually, what we're doing. But more importantly, so do you have any questions or anything like that?
Yeah. So I've been thinking a lot about this. I played Falcon.
Okay.
I used to play Sheik for like 2 years. And then,
Okay, same character.
Yeah. And then I switched to Falcon just because I don't know. I thought it was more fun. I wanted to play like for myself and I just like
Sure.
instead of just making people.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So and then I got a tattoo.
No, that's hype. That's hype.
Thanks, man. So I was thinking like I really need help with that doing my opponents and stuff. I feel like a lot of times when I'm in a match, like I just played against Hunkies.
Yeah, who I just gave a listen to.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, like the whole match, I felt like I was just chasing after him.
Okay.
He was playing keep away really well and everything, and I just didn't know like,
What to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Defensive play styles were good.
Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, the first thing you said and the last thing you said to me are very unrelated. And the first thing you said is, I need help adapting to my opponents. And the last thing you said is, I didn't really know what to do. So now here's a big thing. If you don't know what to do, then you just don't know what to do. That's not like an adapting to you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, an adaptation is something that, like, maybe you're fighting something you're unfamiliar with, but you're using the set of options you understand to, like, either adjust how much you do the options or maybe find new solutions to situations. Sure. But it sounds to me like you just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I blank a lot during matches. Like afterwards, I can reflect on it.
But in the moment, yeah. But then, yeah, it's a really fast game. And again, it's funny because a lot of people, the same answers apply to a lot of people. I told this to several people earlier. You need to already know what to do. You need to already have a plan. You need to already have ideas because you're like, it's a fast game. You're not going to be able to figure out a new situation on the fly that you've never thought about on any consistent basis, right? So, for example, you told me he's keeping you away, you don't really know what to do. Well, maybe you need to come up with a plan for that. Maybe you need a theory crafter, watch some VODs, visualize some stuff, practice it, get someone to test it with you. Be like, hey, you're Falco, can you do these keep away things versus me? Let's figure out how to beat it. Or message a Falcon player who's better than you. Be like, hey, how do you deal with Falco doing this? And it's like, if you have a plan, then at least you can start to try to adapt. You can start to try to beat something you're not familiar with. But if you don't even have a plan, like, what are you going to do, really, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So step one is actually take the time to come up with solutions. I find that lower level players tend to be able to identify their problems, and then if I ask them if they've tried to fix them, they're like, you know, I haven't actually really tried to work on that. I'm like, okay, you just told me you don't know how to do this, but you just also told me you didn't work on figuring it out, so how are you going to get better, right? So that's step one, but continue.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, so I'm trying to think of like how to work this correctly.
Yeah,
I
take
was
your
thinking
time.
about this like like alright, so you're saying that like I should come up with like a solid plan first.
Yeah, definitely.
And then just like counter whatever.
Yeah, and then try your plan, and then if it doesn't work, then you know that's where you make adjustments. Like trial and error, you come up with solutions, you figure, and then also trial and error is useful because if it doesn't work, but you thought it was going to work, you can adjust your initial thought process. Because then you're like, okay, well, why did I think of this incorrectly?
All right. I've got a roommate that plays Samus.
Okay.
He's like really new. This is actually like his fourth year.
Oh, that's awesome.
He doesn't really play that much. So like, if I were to practice against someone who like doesn't know like everything about the game,
Okay, sure.
and stuff, like what can I like do with him to like
Improve both of your
like
games?
maybe like what you were just saying how I should come up with
Yeah.
like how can I get him to like let's say with Falcon like he's just really bad with fast followers. So that's why I do
Using or fighting?
using.
Oh,
He
okay.
can fight against him, not that bad.
Okay,
honestly.
but he's not good enough at Falco to give you the practice you need, so he doesn't like have a good enough tech skill or something?
It's mostly just like combo move, basically. Like I just kind of beat him up.
Oh, okay,
sometimes. And I feel like we're not really getting it from this game.
Okay. Well, I would say that for your purposes, again, come in with, this is similar, but come in with a goal for the session or a plan. Like, I mean, almost my entire Melee career was only built on playing people significantly worse than me. And the way I make use of that is that I have a plan for what I want to work on for the session. You know, also, I don't just abuse their bad habits. One thing I pride myself on is that like I'll play someone and I don't just take advantage of the easiest way to beat them. I try to fight them assuming that they could do better things. So let's say I fight a Falco that I know is going to aerial at me every single time he lasers. I don't only do the easiest counter to that. I try different solutions to the situation because maybe dashing back is one solution, right? I can dash dance grab his laser, but maybe another solution is with Fox, like I can full hop over his approach, right? So those deal with the option in different ways, because if he doesn't approach me, then I'm in a different situation now, right? So I won't just do the same things. So you're playing your bad friend, he doesn't know what to do. Don't just do the same things to beat him over and over. Come up with different solutions to them. Or also, try to imagine if he didn't do the thing he was going to do. Try to imagine, okay, a better Samus player, like Duck, for example, you'd be like, oh, what would Duck do here? And try to visualize what Duck would do while also fighting this opponent. So that way you can give yourself better training. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I actually just played that.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good, right? So yeah, does that make sense though as a solution? Because if you visualize it, then you can like try practicing against options he's not even doing. And then for his sake, I would just say you should do your best to point out to him what he's doing wrong and like make sure, you know, because if he isn't aware of why, like, do you know why he's just combo food for you? Like, do you know how you're hitting him easily or what he's missing? You know, so just give him some tips. Like, you just play Duck, he plays Samus. What did Duck do to you that he didn't do to you? And I'm sure you can come up. You said you like are able to reflect on things afterwards. Super important skill. So make use of that. And just give him some advice and encourage him to do like the same things I'm telling you. You know? Does that all make sense?
Yeah, we live together, so we can probably.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you wanted to play now.
Yeah, sure. Do you feel like I answered your questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot better advice than I've gotten in a while.
Cool. What matchups do you want to play? Or what matchup?
Let's just have fun.
Okay. Whatever I want.
I'm sure like we've got like all these replies.
Yeah. Okay. If you just want, I'll play Falcon. So I've been at Falcon right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been playing all Falcon. Let's just play this then.
That was like 6 minutes.
Man. I was proud of it. Oh, I was going to do something so cool. Thanks.
I think you probably practice a lot against like most of the characters, I imagine, right? Like,
Yeah. I'm so good. So freaking good. You were as dead as I was earlier. No. Oh, for the big combo. It's not working. I did that to Dunk yesterday. He got pissed.
what time's your time? I think I'm having a problem too. Like, let's say you were just on the platform. Like, that's probably the safest position to ever be in that.
Where it's here? I was here?
Yeah, like I was like trying to get on stage or
Oh, yeah.
So you're standing on the platform like shooting a laser.
Oh, like I'm going like this?
Yeah. So like against like that, like I'm cornered really badly right now. So how would I counter that?
Are you on the edge or on stage?
I guess we'll just focus on stage.
Okay. So if I'm right here, one thing you can consider. So there's taking the laser versus shielding the laser, right? So how much have you thought about the differences between those two?
Well, I know that, I forget the frame data, honestly, off the top of my head. I used to know it, like, if you get hit by it and how many frames you have.
Okay, so if you get hit by it, you're frozen in place for 12 frames total, between the hit lag and the hit stun. So that's important. But if you shield it, you're not in much shield stun at all. So shielding it allows you to act faster than if you get hit, but then you have less options out of the shield. So that's kind of what you want to mix up. So for example, let's say I laser here. You could just run forward after laser. So try that. So you, and you could probably grab maybe at this distance. Sorry, at this distance, but maybe like here you can't grab me, right? But maybe dashing forward changes the spacing, and then Falcon's forced to do something. So like, let's say you dash in and then try to jab afterwards. and then yeah, jab after the second one. Or you could dash forward and then hold shield. Or you could dash forward and then roll. Or you could dash forward, dash back, or stuff like that. Other things you could do are just wait in place and then try to power shield one of the lasers. Because just getting even one power shield can help disrupt the situation. You're not going to get the hit maybe, but at least if you stop me from lasering even for a second, that's really good. Narrowing out a shield is not bad. You just have to be careful about the timings you do. I actually think narrow out a shield is really good. Just because you can go over lasers unless they shoot them high. But if they shoot them high every time, then maybe you can end up shooting them pretty high. So shield the laser, right? And oh yeah, wave dashing out of shield. Maybe you could. Oh, something really good is shielding and then just wave dashing into place out of shield instead of forward. So like, let's say I always know you're gonna move forward, right? So I'll just go like that or something, right? Like, have you seen a Falcon do that? Like, he'll go like this. But if you wave dash in place, then I whip my move and then you can start playing neutral again. Does that make sense? Also, various forms of jumping out of shield. Instant double jump. Like, do the instant double jump as fast as you can. Yeah, like that one. And then you can drift into me or drift away. Or you can full hop. And then I'll have to be scared of you drifting, so then you can double jump, and then maybe I'll go back to center, so then you drift all the way back to the corner. Does that make sense? So those are some ideas for that situation. Okay, we stop. And if you have any other questions, keep asking.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I'll point out.
I appreciate the advice. Like, I know you're getting paid for these.
No, for sure. We're rolling. So I think something you do a lot is you shield after getting shot at.
Okay.
So what I encourage you to do is try dashing in different directions. And also, like, essentially, if you were planning on shielding after getting hit by a laser immediately, why didn't you just shield in the first place, right? So like, getting hit by a laser and then shielding, wait, just get hit and then shield. So you're just stuck there. But like, if you're just gonna stay there anyway, why not shield the laser and then just move? Does that make sense? So it's like, if you're not planning on moving after getting lasered, like either moving or attacking, you might as well just shield in the first place. The only time I would ever shield after a laser is if you're planning on like power shielding my next laser. Does that make sense?
I'm not very good.
Well, maybe that's something worth practicing.
I'm trying.
So see how you're mistiming all of that? So that's something we can, actually let's practice it. Go to the other side of the stage. Nice, that was pretty well timed. Nice. Nice. So you went too early. Nice. Try jabbing afterwards. Yeah, so that can be good. So for example, try to jab me out of this approach. Oh, he approaching lasers? You gentleman him.
I didn't think that works.
So what if he's at 30? You gentleman, he gets hit. Oh, good. Yeah. Or like I said, try shielding right here and then narrowing out a shield. So narrow out a shield as soon as I laser. Yeah, so see, that can counter. But then if I do the super early aerial, so try to nair, so I can beat that. But the thing is, what if you just shield that? Just shield. So now you can, that's why you see people get stomps out of shield, right? Or you can shield and then wave dash through, wave dash the other way, you know? Or something really good is, so then, you have to, but you could wave dash to the left there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I was
Another good thing is, Falcon has really good aerial drift, and Falcon's kind of slow on the ground. So if I aerial through you, you can just full hop away from me. So come closer. So I'm gonna do laser early aerial, shield it, and then just full hop immediately. Yeah, and look, I can't.
I was a little late.
Yeah, but there's no pressure anymore. You see that? So one thing Falcon can leverage is that if I have to commit early to not get hit by like nairs and jabs and stuff, but if I commit early, then you could just leave, full hop, wave dash. Does that make sense?
I guess a lot of times I've noticed, I think this probably comes from playing against computer a lot, since I took a step away from the scene for a while.
Okay, sure.
So I couldn't go to tournaments and so I spent a lot of time playing against like the 28x computer and just super aggressive all the time. So I guess I kind of got used to just immediately trying to chase down random and stuff and everything. And like I've noticed that at least I did that a couple times.
So that makes sense.
Alright.
Does all this stuff make sense now?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. This is actually cool.
I'm blessed. Oh no.
Was that on purpose?
Oh, I tried to ledge cancel.
You're going for that fancy stuff.
Always. Nice Shogunate. Oh, that would be cool. We both messed up badly there. I'm kind of just thinking about like things to tell you though. And I'm sure you're thinking about the stuff I just talked about, so it's like.
Tell me all this stuff so then you can force dock me right now.
I actually like these side Bs a lot.
Yeah.
Some of these side Bs are really good.
It's
It's like I'm going high to like stop you. Oh my god. Goodbye. Oh, I could have grabbed the edge. I wanted the combo though.
So how many times have you been to Michigan now for like tournaments? It can't be that big, right?
3, 4? 3, 4?
I like it.
I like it here. Yeah. Also, I have friends here, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I like it here.
I am really proud of the Michigan scene. Like, we seem to be a bunch of nice guys.
Say again?
I'm pretty proud of the Michigan scene. We seem
Oh,
to be a
you
bunch
like
of
you like the scene? That's awesome. It's good to be proud of your scene.
Not everybody is.
No. I'm not always proud of my scene. Sometimes I am.
Where are you from? You're from SoCal, right?
No, from Georgia.
Iowa's great.
It's okay. SoCal, that's where everyone's from. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you're proud of your scene.
Yeah.
Nice, see? So I tried to narrow you there. So if you got through, like, you could have jab grabbed me, maybe, or gentleman, or, you know.
Mind DIing your shine combos and everything okay? Or?
It's okay, could be better. Do you want to talk about it specifically? So for Falcon specifically, I think smash DIing up on shines is really good. Pick Falcon for a second. Hopefully I can do this. Can you like dare shine pretty easily?
I think so.
Okay. So jab me once or twice first. One more. Okay, so do delayed dare and then time a shine after. I wasn't ready. Do it again. See how high I went?
Yeah.
So like you're not gonna be able to see I jumped so high, so you're not gonna be able to like dare me down again. So like smash DIing up can be pretty good. Otherwise I'd say you don't smash DI my downers ever. So I think that's also important to just make it harder.
Should I go that like behind you or away from you?
it depends which way I'm jumping. So if I'm jumping into you, you want to go behind me, but then some Falcos will nair to catch your smash DI in. So you don't always want to SDI in, but you want to do it like a decent amount. The biggest thing I think is SDIing trying up. Make sure you DI so that you get to platforms also. That's a really useful way to escape. Like sometimes Falco gets like 3 guaranteed shots on you, and then you get to a platform and he's like, okay, that's kind of all the combos. So those are my main pieces of advice. SDI the dares, SDI the shines, and then use platforms well. Oh, I'm Falcon. Do you want to play this matchup?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, right? Also, you can kind of see what I do in it. Yeah, Melee's a very weird game.
Did you slow yourself down?
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, don't die. Too much. What time is it? 2:03?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. Like,
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm curious. What do you think of how that match went?
Okay.
Like in terms of what I was doing versus Falco. Because like obviously, even if your Falco's not as good, you were probably trying to do things you find Falco struggle with, right? So what do
I
you
was trying to
think?
shoot a lot of lasers. And, I'm honestly not the best Falcon. I just go with it.
Yeah. So something funny is I think you barely lasered me at all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's something
I thought I was just
perception.
doing that a lot, I guess.
No, I actually feel like you lasered me almost never.
Well, why is that?
I don't know. Let's talk about it. Why do you feel like why do you feel like you lasered a lot? Like, can you think of like any specific thing?
I guess I remember just missing a lot of them, so I thought maybe I was shooting them.
Okay, so what I think is likely is that you would come down and laser, and then as soon as we started getting to like fights and we weren't in neutral anymore, you would never go back to neutral to laser. You would keep fighting. So I think that's the common thing with Falco players is a lot of them, they won't go back to neutral to shoot more lasers. It's like they'll laser in neutral, and as soon as neutral's over, they just fight the whole time. But if you notice when I was playing Falco, as soon as we disengaged, I would immediately start shooting you again, right? Yeah, so maybe that's something to think about. You know? I wonder.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I just walked by and I don't know where he rolled. That's I think really good.
Yeah.
You should just told me that was good.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we can just play until someone comes. Yeah.
I'm next.
Oh, you're next? Okay, we're looking at. Oh, 210? Okay. 5 more minutes? Only 2 more matches then. Okay. You feel good about everything we talked about?
I think so, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm glad.
So, how much time when you practice do you spend just watching videos and like practicing more than just playing the actual games?
I think that kind of depends on what you need out of the game. So I would say that it's kind of the process goes back and forth. So like when you play friendlies, you need to have ideas you're working on in the friendlies, right?
Yeah.
So where do those ideas come from?
Oh, I'm watching
Watching VODs, okay. So let's say, you've been playing friendlies and you feel like you're not really accomplishing anything. Maybe it's because you don't have anything to work on. Watch some VODs, think about that stuff. Let's say you've watched so many VODs and you have like like 5 different things you want to try in a match. Well, don't watch more VODs, go try them, you know? So I kind of like, I don't think there's like a, I have to do this X hours per day. It's like, you need this constant back and forth process between what you're working on versus what you're learning about. So, you know, you could assign a time to that, and you've noticed maybe if you watch 30 minutes of VOD, that gives you enough ideas to play about an hour of friendlies or something. And maybe that's the case, but for different people, that's different amounts. And as your skill level changes, that will also scale. Does that make sense?
So do you think I'm like giving you too much like leeway, or maybe I'm shielding too much?
I think, yeah, you need to be dashing more, and also when you shield, you should shield and then jump afterwards and stuff like that. Yeah, like that, or use the platforms to disengage from me, for example. Like if you're uncomfortable in a situation, you can always run away from it in melee.
Yeah, especially as Falcon.
Yeah, you're so fast, so much vertical movement. Keep getting me with these jabs.
That is a really useful tip. I've never done that before.
Well, cool. And if you learn how to dash forward more out of lasers, I think that would help too. Because if you dash forward, yeah, I think that dashing forward is super good because you know when I approaching laser you, if you always jab, then that's easy to beat, right? But what if sometimes you dash forward? So it's like, I'm here, you're here. So I try to approach you, but you run past me. So then you can run back towards me and pressure me. Does that make sense? Because you'll run past my laser.
That probably makes Falcon players like a little intimidated.
Yeah. I think being good, and then once they see you moving forward a lot, they'll want to attack you a bunch. But that's when you start dashing back and dash dance grabbing the aerials, and they're like, well, my aerials are getting dash dance grab, but if I wait here, he moves towards me, and then if I wait in place, he'll jump and drift towards me and pressure me with like drift back air, you know.
That makes a lot of sense, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up if you have any questions.
Sure, man. Yeah, I think I saw you comment on one of the Facebook posts or whatever.
Yeah.
Awesome. My friend. My last name is Coleslaw on Facebook, so.
Oh, yeah, his name's Coleslaw. That's funny. Okay, I had fun talking to you. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well.
Good.